Hello, my name is F.Sewell. I'll be reviewing Highway 18 from We Are Taking Only What We Need by Stephanie Powell Watts. I attend Professor Ardell McCarver's English 2230 class. With the setting and structure, the location of the story is Cabarro, North Carolina. The time frame isn't really specified. We can assume that it's between the late 80s and early 90s. The genre is literary fiction. The perspective is told in first person. The protagonist is the narrator, who is unnamed. The antagonist is Shelby. In Highway 18, the title itself symbolizes a route of escape outside the small town for the narrator. Characters. The narrator is a young Jehovah's Witness female who is unnamed. Shelby, a well-known girl around town, also not known for having the best reputation. Maggie Rogers is the narrator's best friend. Matt is the narrator's co-worker. Tim is the narrator's co-worker as well. Linda is a rich white woman who is a friend of the narrator and a Jehovah's Witness who she sometimes goes door to door with before or after school and on the weekends to spread their faith. Sarah Donna is Linda's friend. Okay, now we'll begin with the plot. It begins with the narrator sharing memories with her best friend, then realizing that when she leaves for college, her most relatable outlet and closest friend will leave her feeling isolated. Now, the narrator did know of other Jehovah's Witness people around town, but no one quite clicks like her and Maggie, and she wasn't too keen on making friends outside of people that weren't in the religion because she wanted to stay strong in her faith. The narrator is employed at Holly Acres Fried Chicken, where she and Shelby have their first encounter. Right away, the narrator is intrigued by Shelby not only due to the attention Matt and Tim gave her, but by Shelby's overall personality. Now, she was hesitant to start conversation with Shelby, but once they did, they became swiftly acquainted. Shelby and the narrator engage in conversation about their dreams and interests. The narrator expresses her desire to leave, and Shelby reveals that she already has plans to be leaving soon, which led the narrator to feel yet again as though she'll be the one left behind. Plot continued. The narrator takes time contemplating her home life and the absence of Shelby, but is too afraid to ask anyone about Shelby due to rumors and opinions of other people. The rumors and opinions come from people like Tim, Matt, Linda, and Sarah Donna. Shelby never left the narrator's mind, even in her absence, because she loved her personality, conversation, and initiative. The thought of being friends with Shelby forced her to reconsider her own path and walk of life. Linda and Sarah Donna mentioned that it's rumored around town that Shelby got the AIDS. They were excited to spread the news to the narrator, and though the narrator wasn't excited to hear of Shelby getting AIDS, she was excited by the mention of Shelby's name because she secretly missed her and wanted to be friends with her. The narrator admired Linda in the beginning due to the way she carried herself, but shifted that view towards the end. As the months went on, it was clear that Shelby had left town, and the mention of her name was somewhat of a relief for the narrator because she was concerned about her. The narrator is torn between admiration and envy. They called her a whore, I said. That's not what I wanted to say, but killing Shelby made me strong. They should call her what she is. Everybody knows it. And I say that she's torn between admiration and envy because instead of coming to Shelby's defense, she partook in shaming Shelby for what she had no proof of to appease her self-righteous friends. And by doing so, she opened the door of conviction to herself, making it even more clear that she saw Shelby as more than just some promiscuous girl with a bad reputation around town. She valued her as a friend, though no one knew it. Before we begin the theme, I would like to address a comment that the narrator made after partaking in shaming Shelby with Linda and Sarah Donna. She said that after she made the comment, her voice sounded crusted over. So she knew within herself and in her heart that that was the time to rectify what they were saying about Shelby, but instead she continued to just go along with it because she was so ashamed of what a friendship could have been. The theme of the story is religion and identity shifting the perspective of life. The absence of Maggie and Shelby forced the narrator to reconsider who she really wanted to be and weigh her options. The narrator is left with the choice of leaving like the people she admired or staying to uphold the guise of a religion that she fears may be crippling. Due to the narrator denouncing a friendship with Shelby, despite what good would have came of it, she suppressed her own desires to respect the boundaries of her faith. I believe that Shelby and Maggie leaving made the narrator hate the town even more because it seems like any and everybody that she actually connected with would rather be anywhere else but North Carolina. And that's the end of the review. Overall, I feel as though this was a decent read. Would I recommend it? No, I wouldn't. I wanted more of a background on Shelby and wanted to know what actually became of the narrator. Like, was the decision to stay worth it and rewarding in the end, or did she ultimately branch out like her friends? That completes my presentation of Highway 18 by Stephanie Powell Watts, and thank you so much for your time.